friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Valeria, and in this video we are going to have a look at your prediction for 2022 when it comes to your love life. So we are going to see if there are any new people coming into your life next year, if there are any exes coming up, or if there are any existing relationships or a relationship with an existing person that is coming up. We are going to have a look at all of that. I do apologize for the lightning. I did not have time to film during the day, so I have to do it with artificial light. I hope it's not too bothersome for you guys. With that being said, keep in mind that this is a general reading, and for a personal reading, you can check out the link in the description box down below. Also, feel free to claim any messages from this reading, and if you hear something during this reading that you'd like to change, remember that you have the power to do so, because spigot cards like these only predict the most likely outcome, and the future is still in your hands, basically. So with all that out of the way, let's get started with the reading. As you can see, we have 3 piles to choose from today. We have pile number 1 with the green Adventurine, pile number 2 with the raw Selenite, and pile number 3 with the clear Quartz. So you can pause the video if you need to focus and meditate on the cards. Once you have picked your pile, you can skip to your reading using the timestamps I will provide for you down below. So once you have done so, I will see you in your reading. Hello, pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. So you chose this card with the green Adventurine, and I can already tell, what I'm hearing is that someone is saying they're already here. They're already coming. They're already on your way. You also chose the green Adventurine, which is, it's connected to the heart chakra, so to love. So I definitely feel for most of you that you are either already in an existing relationship, or you are working towards it, or it's like really close. Someone is really close. So let's have a look at this first card over here, which is going to represent kind of the overview of your love life in 2022. We have the card Grace with number 10. So I already said that there's someone coming in. There's someone coming in very gracefully, with a very soft and swift energy. They are going to come in very swiftly, very smoothly. It's as if they have prepared this and they have thought about it. We also see snowflakes falling on this card, so the winter indeed is indicated. Winter time is indicated here, so it could be around the beginning of the next year if you are in the northern hemisphere, and if you are in the southern hemisphere, it's of course winter is a little bit different. But I'm seeing that it's during winter season is going to be important. Someone could be coming in, or someone you already know. So for those of you who have someone specific in mind, so you're either already coupled with this person, or you want to get coupled with that person, I see that they will also come with some kind of offer. There might be travel involved, going on a vacation somewhere, could be in still within your own country, but could also be abroad. But I definitely see travel. I'm also seeing long distance relationships. So for those of you who are in a long distance relationship, or there is some kind of distance between the two of you guys, I see that distance will be overbridged. Is that a word? Like there's a bridge being built between the two of you, so you can go see each other physically. It might first start off with contact if you do not know each other yet, or if you are in only in a little bit of contact. First, the contact is going to increase, and then there is going to be this bridge built between the two of you so that you can physically go see each other. Yeah, so this person either has a message for you, has an offer for you. It really depends on your situation and your relationship, of course, but there is someone coming in. There's someone flying in, like these beautiful birds here in the card as well. They will come to flying very gracefully and very elegantly. So for those of you, it could be that you have been waiting on this person, including that you might have heard about them coming. So your spirit guides or your angels have been whispering in your ear, he's coming, she's coming, they are coming, because I also heard that like right before I started your reading, that someone was whispering that in my ear. They are coming. So I see that you're also expecting it in some way, but still you don't fully understand, of course, the circumstances and what is going to happen exactly, of course. Yes, let's get into the tarot. We're going to shuffle some more cards to see what you can expect in 2022 when it comes to your love life. Pile number 1. So what can pile number 1 expect? We first of all have the Two of Wands. So again, there is someone who's going to build a bridge between the two of you. So either someone is going to come in with a communication, or you're actually going to travel to them. Next we have the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Coins. So for some of you, I see there might be some kind of work or business involved to it. It's possible that you're going on a work-related trip, or you're going to travel abroad for your work. And this is how you're either going to meet your person like this, or it's going to be a coincidence that the country your person lives in is the same country you go to for your work-related trip. Let's see. The Three of Coins can also talk about, yes, meeting through work circumstances, but I'm definitely feeling that there is some travel involved though. The next card we have is the Six of Wands, and we have the King of Wands as well. So let's see. Six of Wands could talk about public recognition. So it could be that you get to, or your person knows you, or you know your person through either something that you or your person is very successful at. So it could be, again, if we are talking about work, that your person or you are really succeeding at your work, and that is why you know each other. It could also be related to things like social media, being a celebrity of some kind, or just being very known in your community and in your field of work or whatever you excel at. So you are gonna know your person like this, or your person is gonna know like you. I feel like this is how it's going to start off. So how you got to know each other. So this could be an energy of the past as well. If if you've already met this person or not. I'm kind of stumbling with my words at the moment, so I feel like at least your person is kind of figuring out what to say. Also with the King of Wands, they're kind of struggling with their confidence, so it could be that while they are communicating with you, that they either stumble over their words or they don't know what to say, they seem a little shy, or they seem a little distant, could be as well, simply because they don't know what to say and they have a little of that social anxiety. But they are working to get over this. So it could very well be the case that you are the person who this Six of Wands represents, that you have some type of success, that your person looks up to you because of that, and that is why they feel a little bit intimidated by you, because they look up to you and they admire you, so they really have to work up the confidence to be able to approach you. It could also very well be the other way around, so fit it to your situation. I also see the two of you, if you already know this person, or at the moment that after you get to know this person, you will be traveling together. After the person who is struggling with confidence issues, like I mentioned before with the King of Wands, after they became a little bit more confident and they feel a little bit more comfortable around the other person. So again, it depends if you are the person struggling with your confidence or if it's your person. But after this person gets more confident about themselves, I see you becoming very comfortable together. You might be starting to work on something, on a passion project of you, or work together on something that you really care for. It doesn't necessarily have to be a business. It could be a business, but it could also be anything else. Like it really doesn't matter. It could even be something that you just do for the two of you, or just do for yourself. The next card we have is the Seven of Wands, and I am quite happy to see this card over here. Now, the Seven of Wands in this deck has a slightly different vibe compared to the Rider-Waite, for example, because with this card, I feel like there's someone is fighting for what they want, but they don't mind. Look, the guy is smiling, there is a butterfly flying around him. This person doesn't mind that he has to fight for what he wants, because he really believes in what it is that he wants. And in this case, this represents you. It represents you on your love journey, basically. It kind of represents you within, like as a mindset within your life. But we're talking about love life here, right? So it's describing you in your love life, that you fought hard for being a balanced person, being a healthy person, and being someone who can welcome another person into their life and start to build something with them romantically, and even go further from that, like marriage and family, and maybe also creating a business together, anything like that. So I'm very happy to see that here, that even though you feel like you fought hard for becoming the person you are now and fighting hard for the relationship you have or you will have in the future, you are not mad about it. You're not sad. You might be like a little bit tired, but again, you're doing this for a very good purpose and you're enjoying it as well. Next we have the card, the High Priestess. So this is a spiritual connection definitely you have with your person. There are things you are going to learn from each other. It could be related to personal stuff like character traits and such, childhood wounds, things like that. You could be healing each other and learning from each other in that way. You could also be starting to learn things about business or work related things, like I said before. confidence again could be something, so it could be related to different areas of your life, but this is a general reading, so I can't get too deep into it. But you're going to teach each other things, and you're going to heal each other. And there is one of you is very much in their divine feminine energy, so I definitely feel like you, or the person in the divine feminine energy, is already very good at healing themselves and will also help the other person. So this person that is in their divine feminine energy, I just want to say that you don't necessarily have to be female or identify as female. You could simply, every one of us has feminine and masculine energy, and I'm just picking up that there's this one person, it's either you or your person, who is very much in their feminine energies. So that's just something I wanted to mention as well. The next card we have is the Lovers. So yes, again we have 6-6. So 6 is all about balancing, about harmony, it's about relationships, it's about soulmates also as well. So the two of you could be soulmates. Like I said before with the High Priestess, it's a spiritual connection. So if you resonate with the term soulmate, or if that's what you're looking for, here's your confirmation. This person is your soulmate. It might be the person that you've been waiting for a very long time, and you've worked really hard on yourself in order to meet someone like them. Well, this is it. They're coming to you, pile number 1. And look at that, the last card in this spread is the Queen of Wands right under the King of Wands. That's just an extra confirmation. Like, the two of you are meant to be. You're a match made in heaven, you're soulmates, like whatever term you want to use, pile number 1. That is it. Like, there's nothing more to add there. You are meant to meet each other. You're meant to teach each other things. Again, could be very well related to confidence, to leadership, because we do have the King and the Queen of Wands. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing with the tarot. Let's now pull some more oracle cards to see what you can expect in 2021 when it comes to your love life. So let's see, what is this person of pile number 1 going to contribute to their lives? So the card that flew out, well, I hadn't even finished my question, is Peaceful Resolution. So if there is anything you struggle with at the moment, this could be anything, like literally anything. It could be issues related to confidence, or feeling lost, not knowing what to do, feeling like you don't know what you want in your life, or what you want to desire, or you might have issues with other people, with relationships, or with your career, with your job, with your financial situation. Like, whatever it is, whatever you are struggling with at the moment, this person is going to help you to reach a peaceful resolution. So a peaceful resolution within yourself, which is going to reflect into your outer world. This is something that I am picking up very strongly for you, that this person is going to heal something in you, pile number 1. They are not going to change anything in your external world. They're going to change something in you, and because something in you has changed, that change will ripple out into your reality, and your reality will come to reflect your new true inner world as well. So again, if you are struggling with anything in particular, you will eventually resolve those issues, or heal from them, or even not be bothered by them anymore, simply because your person is healing you from the inside, which is so absolutely gorgeous, pile number 1. Let's pull another card about pile number 1's person, what they are going to bring into their life, what they can expect from their person, from their soulmate. What message do you have for pile number 1? Let's message do you have for pile number 1? Wow, that was powerful. We have Master Jesus with forgiveness. You are on a path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. So again, I'm not going to repeat myself too much, but if you have been struggling with your father or with a fatherly or other parental figure or even a figure of authority, your person is indirectly going to help you resolve that. Your person is going to teach you forgiveness. They're going to teach you the path of light, of love and forgiveness, and what that exactly means and how you can attain it. And then in turn is going to help you resolve any issues that you are having at this moment. Pile number 1. I had the tendency to say pile number 3. I don't know why. I haven't even done pile number 2 yet. But maybe 3 is also a significant number for you. And now let's just get one more card to see if there's anything additional. Anything in addition to all these messages here. We have this beautiful card, Earthed. We're learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. And your person is going to help you get grounded. You might be someone who is you have a very active crown chakra, or you tend to get stuck in the spiritual world too much. That could definitely be connected to the High Priestess here if you are indeed the Divine Feminine or in your Divine Feminine energy, that you have the tendency to get stuck in your crown chakra. Not to say that you're stuck, but you tend to stay there too long, and you tend to stay too long in the spiritual. And I mean, honestly, I can relate though, so I'm not judging or anything. But your person is going to teach you how to stay more grounded, and they could do that through several kinds of things. Again, it's a general reading, so I can't really get into that, but they are going to show you like a different perspective or a different spiritual practice that is really going to help you to become more aware of yourself as a human body and as a part of Mother Nature, as a part of Mother Nature, and how you're connected to it and how to stay grounded as well. So pile number 1, that was your beautiful reading. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you for allowing me to do this reading for you. I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it as well. I also hope it resonated for you. In case it did, you can leave a like, you can comment, and you can of course always subscribe so we can see in more videos like this. Bye guys! Hello pile number 2 and welcome to your reading. So you chose this card with this raw selenite. So what your spirit guides and your angels are telling me, they already told me this while I was shuffling this card, is that in the first half, like about the first half of 2022, you're not going to be focusing on love, you're going to be focusing on other things, and only in the second half there is love coming up. So I just wanted to get that out of the way, and let's now get started with having a look at this card over here, which is going to show a general energy of your love life next year. And after that we're going to get deeper with the tarot so we can see exactly what is up for you. So we have this beautiful card, the golden moment, with number 5. So yeah, again, number 5 is that number that's halfway between the 1 and the 10. So again, a confirmation that in the first part of 2022, you're not going to be looking for love. I see that there is you are more focusing on yourself, more on cultivating self-love, and focusing on what it is that you enjoy doing. There's a lot of flowers here, so you could be into gardening or anything with herbs is what I'm seeing. Also, spring season is indicated, so spring is indeed in the first half of the year, basically, if you live in the northern hemisphere, of course. So I see you in the first half of the year more like taking care of yourself, investing in your passions and in things that you love. You might actually be crafting something like clothing, or it could be anything, basically. Also, again, something to do with flowers, so you could be making bouquets or anything like that, or something that you sell, so you make like jewelry and things like that and you sell that off. So I see that you're really focusing on that, but the main point is that you're doing it for yourself, and you are building this very beautiful and also strong foundation for yourself that you are able to thrive off. So again, this could be something related to a business, could be related to money, to the place you live, or it could just be related to your lifestyle, your habits, and your self-care and self-love routine. So like fitted however it fitted to your situation, however it is for you. Then after all of this happened in the second part of 2022, it's like about the second half of it, there is someone going to come into your life offering you a light, because I see this lampion. Is that what's also called in, I don't think so, I'm not sure, but this thing, I am not sure what the English word for it is, but there's this light coming into your life, and it's at first it's a small light, and it's there to stay, though, is what I'm hearing. So I'm not seeing in particular yet if it's like someone coming from your past or someone new coming in. We're going to get into that deeper, but there is someone coming in who is going to offer a small thing to you. Like, it's a small commitment, it's a small offer. So if you are in a relationship already, this might not be the pile for you, but let's just get deeper into it with the tarot and see what's happening. So we already had a look, of course, at the beginning of 2022, and since this is a love prediction, I want to focus more on the part of 2022 when you can expect someone to come in. So let's see what we have. We have Justice with number 11, so I do think that it's significant. The way it's acting out, like the way everything is happening, is meant to be like this. So you're meant to have time for yourself in the beginning of next year, and then that person only comes in later. That's for a divine purpose, is what I'm picking up with this. So don't worry that you're missing out on anything, or that you are doing anything wrong, or that you are not good enough. It's totally not that. This is all like divine timing. We have the Queen of Swords. So yes, again, the beginning of 2022 is going to be about you. It's going to be about you setting up healthy boundaries with other people, and you also having positive self-talk with yourself. So you're no longer harming yourself through self-sabotaging thoughts, if that's something you struggle with. Of course, if that's not the case, then that message just wasn't meant for you. But I see you building up that confidence. I see you becoming more gentle with yourself, having more positive thoughts towards yourself. And again, you're really focused on yourself. You're focused on your inner world. You're nourishing your inner world. You might also, because we have a snake here, that you're either going through an ego death, or you're working with your ego in some kind of way that makes it easier for you to live. You know, we do talk about ego deaths a lot, or you might hear it come up a lot, but the thing is that the ego cannot really die. It's not something that you can just get rid of and it's not ever going to come back. That is like a false belief. That's not true. The ego is a part of ourselves that helps us and allows us to survive in this physical 3D reality. Like, we need the ego to survive. However, the ego can become toxic when we allow it to have too much power over us, or when we allow it to say things to ourselves or about ourselves or about other people that are not beneficial. So, for example, judging yourself, judging other people, and being hateful about others. Or when you're scared that you're like not good enough, or that you're not going to be able to do what it is that you want, and you're delusional and you're just a dreamer and you can't do it, and all those kind of things. That's also what the ego does, because it wants to protect us, basically. Like I said before, we need it to survive in this 3D world. But the ego is kind of like a tool, just like your intuition is. It's not that your ego is a separate part of yourself. It's just like intuition, ego is a part of yourself. And it is necessarily that you know how to work with it. If you are also into spiritual practices, tarot, and so on and so forth, you know how to work with your intuition. You know how your intuition works. Basically, your ego is similar in that way. It's also something that you work with, but you don't always need it. The ego is something that can be a tool that helps you, but at the same time it can be a tool that hurts you, and you need to, well, all of us need to find a way how to deal with that best. And going through an ego death, for me, basically, it just means that you find a new way how to deal with your ego, or how to break through a fear, or through a belief that you have of yourself that your ego kept telling you. And yeah, I see that your ego is going to be it's going to play an important part in the first half of 2022. You're going to be working with it. So I did say ego death before, but after like this whole explanation I gave, it's more accurate to say that you're going to find a way how to work with it and how to use it to your advantage, basically. Now let's continue with the reading. We have two cards that came out. We have the Three of Wands, which is beautiful. I see someone coming, like looking into your life, like looking over your shoulder. Then we have the Temperance as well. So we do have Temperance is an indication of like soulmates, twin flames. Also Justice with 11 is an indication of such spiritual connections. So if that is something you resonate with, just take that, like soulmate or twin flame is going to be involved in your life somehow. Although again, with this Three of Wands, I'm picking up the same thing here with the lamp, that there is someone approaching you or coming into your life, but it's only going to be like a small offer. You might just start to get to know each other, start to communicate a little bit, not that often, but just a little bit. Or you start to see each other every now and then. This person, you might meet them in the physical, like in your work environment, for example, and you see each other every now and then at work. I'm sorry, at work. So it's this kind of situation. So fitted to your life. So someone is going to come in. But it's going to be a small step forward, basically. So can we find out more about pile number 2's person? or how exactly they are going to meet. Let's get some details on that. And again with the Temperance, what I forgot to mention is that also again with the Justice, it's going to be divine timing. Like it's going to the way and the order and everything is going to happen is going to have a purpose. It's like you first need to learn a few things before you can welcome this person into your life. You first need to go through the first level before you can get to the second level, basically. If we're talking it about in a gaming perspective, just to be clear. The next card we have is the Lovers, and this one also came out in pile number 1, or I mean the Lovers card came out. It was a different one than this one, but that's beautiful. So if you were worried about if you were going to meet someone and if that person, you know, is going to love you and you're going to love them back, then no need to worry about it. Like this person is going to come in, like I said, likely in the second half of 2022. And your relationship is going to be balanced. It's going to be full of love, full of caring. It's really just this loving bond. Like there's really not much I can add here. Next up we have the Five of Cups. So this one did fly out in reverse. I don't usually do reverse, but I'm just going to keep that in mind, that it's in reverse basically. So with the Five of Cups here, it relates to all lovers because it's like this Five of Cups represents your fears towards a relationship or towards having a relationship. Am I ever going to have a relationship like that? Am I ever going to find my dream person? This card represents all those fears, and it's underneath the Queen of Swords for a reason. These fears, these thoughts are coming from your ego. Like I mentioned before, your ego does not want you to change anything. Your ego is afraid of change. Your ego wants to stay like you are for the rest of your life, doesn't want anything different, doesn't want to adapt, doesn't want to be in any situation that it's not familiar with, basically. So you are going to find ways to work with that and to turn your ego into something good. You're going to get rid of those thoughts that are like, what if you are not lovable enough, or what if this person is going to leave you? And you're going to change the way you think. You're going to rewire your brain, and you're going to be thinking, you're going to attract even this relationship you have in mind through your positive thinking. So something like this also came up a little bit in pile number 1, but it was a little bit different. So through your thinking, you probably know that through your words and through your thoughts, you create your own reality, right? So if you have these thoughts of, I am not lovable enough, I'm not going to have that relationship, that person is going to leave me, what you are doing is you're creating that as your reality. Now, this is also the reason why in the first half of 2022, you are not going to have your person come into your life, because you're working on these thoughts. Because you keep reaffirming to yourself that you do not deserve that person or that relationship, so it's not gonna come, because you create that reality through your own thoughts and through your own vibration. Now, you decide to work on those thoughts, to turn them around, to tell your ego, no, what you're saying is not right. I know what's right for me. I know I'm going to have my dream person. I know I'm going to have that relationship. And by doing that, you're going to turn things around. You're going to make a complete 180, and you're actually going to be inviting your person here, as with the Three of Wands. So in the first half of 2022, you're going to be working on the thoughts that you have about what you can or what you cannot have, about your fears, about your judgment, about yourself or others, or about life. And once you are starting to work on that, you're going to be attracting your person. And I don't want to say that you have to be 100% positive and 100% love yourself before you can attract your person, because that is like not the case. Because in all honesty, we are never going to stop growing and learning and loving ourselves more and improving ourselves more. So that's not the case. But what I'm trying to say is that after you turned yourself around, after you start to turn yourself around and you've worked on that, you're going to be inviting this person. So you don't have to be completely healed, you don't have to be completely positive. That's totally not what I want to say. So please take this message as well. And like what I'm trying to say is, don't start believing that you have to be perfect in order to attract this person. You just have to be yourself, and you have to want what's best for you. I think that is what is really the foundation to any, or to self-love basically. The foundation to self-love is that you want what's best for you. You decide what's best for you because you love yourself. So this could be something useful for you that you want to work with, especially when these things are coming up with your ego in the first half of the next year. Just know that you are deserving of loving yourself, you're deserving of spending time for yourself, doing things for yourself, and just enjoying yourself, just for you, basically. Let's pull 2 more cards for pile number 2. What else can pile number 2 be expecting when it comes to their love life in 2022? Wow, we have another Lover's card. So this deck has, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4 lover cards, which are all a little bit different. So I'm also not getting any extra messages from this one. So just take this as a confirmation that the type of relationship that you want to have, it is going to happen for you. It also doesn't matter your sexuality, your gender identity, or any other things, like any other things you might be struggling with or might be struggling with accepting, or you know, it doesn't really matter who you are or who you love. You are going to find someone who is made for you, someone who's perfect for you, and you're going to find each other under divine timing. And we have the Page of Swords here as the last card. So the Page of Swords, it could be talking about social media in some kind of way, that you might either meet through social media, or your person or you or both of you are watching each other through social media. Another message that I'm getting with this is just to enjoy yourself. Like, enjoy yourself. Pile number 2. Make sure to enjoy the little things of life while you are going through this. It's like not a test, it's not a game. This is your real life. You can create whatever it is that you want in this lifetime. Like I said before, with your positive thoughts, you can attract what you want. You create your reality with your thoughts. So of course, you want what's best for you. You want the relationship that's best for you. You want the life that's best for you. So start believing that you can have it. And then once you believe you can have it, you already have it. It's already there for you. So believe in your dreams, pile number 2. reach for the highest star, like reach for whatever it is that you want. Nothing is outside of your grasp. Everything is there for you, because if you can think of it, then you are able to get it, is what I'm hearing. If you would not be able to think of it, then you wouldn't need it because you don't think of it. But the fact already that you think about it, you think, I want that, or I want that person, I want that kind of career, I want that kind of life, means that you can already have it. That's just how the universe works. That's how energy works. It's all there for you. Pile number 2. Let's shuffle some oracle cards and then wrap this reading up, because it has already been a while. So what can pile number 2 expect from their person? And we have the card Peaceful Resolution, which also came out in pile number 1. So I don't know if you came from pile number 1 or you were planning on watching pile number 1 as well. It's really interesting. Peaceful Resolution. Next year, you're going to find peaceful resolution. I'm going to start repeating myself, so this is the last time I'm gonna say it. You are going to find everything that you're looking for. You're going to find self-love. You're going to find and be able to spend time on the things that you love. You're going to have that career you want. You're going to live in the house you want. You're going to have that relationship you want. You're going to have those friends that you want. You're going to have everything. The world is laying open before you. It's a clean slate, and you can already start today. Pile number 2 with creating your new reality. This is a prediction of next year, but of course, through you watching this, you can already speed up the process by being aware of what it is that you need to do, or where it is that you need to look within yourself. That's why I love these kind of predictions so much, because, you know, certain things, they might not be able to, you cannot speed them up or slow them down that much, but sometimes if you simply become more aware of where you are in your life and what things you need to work on, you can speed up like your healing process and your shadow work and such. So it's also what I said in the beginning of this reading, right? Like you create your own future, you create your own reality. You can already start today if you want to, and that peaceful resolution might come sooner than you expect. Ooh, look at that. We have Freya with phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. I love that this one came out for you. Also with the raven and the full moon, there's a lot of magic in here. Indeed, also cycles, endings, and beginnings. I see you will be able to let things go next year and to welcome new things into your life. Illusions are revealed. Again, illusions are related to fears. Fear is related to ego. I see that certain things will be illuminated. They will be exposed, related to your ego, related to your fears. Let's just keep it general like that. Those things will be exposed. You will release those things. You will end them. You will end the cycle, and then you can start a new cycle as well. And of course, you and your person are going to be starting a new cycle towards the second half of 2022. So I'm going to pull one last card to see if there is still anything additional that you need to know about your love life next year. We have this card, Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study higher learning. So with all these things that you are learning in next year, pile number 2, you're going to be able to teach other people about that as well. That is something very important. You're going to have a new perspective, and new knowledge, different knowledge, deeper knowledge about yourself, about your love, that just came out, about yourself, about your life, and about love, and about self-love probably as well. And this is also going to benefit you in your own life, because you understand in a deeper level what is going on and what is happening as well. So pile number 2, I am going to end your reading here. I could continue to talk on for like a very long time, but I believe I've already talked enough for now. So thank you so much for watching pile number 2. I really hope you enjoyed it. I at least really enjoyed doing this reading for you. I also hoped it resonated for you. In case it did, you can like, you can comment, and you can subscribe so we can see each other in more videos like this. Bye guys! Hello there, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. So you chose this card with the clear cards, and before we have a look at your first card, I first want to mention that the energy of this pile is very high. It's very highly spiritual, very highly vibrational. I'm already getting the sense of either twin flames or counterparts, or like very high soulmates. This is a very, very strong connection that we are going to have a look at in this reading, just so you know. So let's first have a look at this card over here, which is going to show us a general overview of your love life in 2022. I already feel it's going to be powerful, so let's have a look. Oh, wow, we have the card Transcendence with number 28. This card, if I am correct, shows the cosmic Kitsune. Just hold on, I will look it up now because I don't want to say anything that's not true. So this is not the cosmic Kitsune, it's the celestial fox, which is an extraordinary being who has transcended the earthly realms and become one of the galaxy's messengers. And this is like absolutely stunning. I first of all feel like you and your connection with your person is very heavily protected, might even be protected by the Kitsune or other heavenly beings. That kind of depends on your belief system, in fact, but I'm seeing these indeed celestial foxes. I'm also seeing archangels, especially Archangel Michael, who is also the angel of protection, of course. These celestial foxes are incredibly powerful, so your bond with your person is going to be galactically powerful. You will feel it between the two of you, that it's very strong, it's very powerful. It doesn't feel like any other connection or bond you have with any other person or have ever had. This is really 1 in a million, maybe even 1 in a billion. No, they're saying I said 1 in a billion. They were like, no, what, 1 in a million. It's like a connection that's 1 in a million. There are only very few people that you are able to experience this with, because the bond between you and your person has been created and has been added to over many lifetimes, might even be lifetimes in other star systems, or maybe even incarnated as different beings on planet Earth, or as different entities as well. So in the spirit realm, basically, you could have had different I'm not sure what the right word is for that, but you also have different identities or lives in the spirit realm, which sounds a little bit weird, but what I'm trying to say is that over many lifetimes, many incarnations, many forms, you have grown this bond that's extremely powerful, that is so powerful that even there are just a few people who get to experience this bond so extremely strong. It's really this celestial, galactic, cosmic bond. Like, it's so real, it's so out there, it's unbelievable. So this card also brings many blessings. It's number 28, which adds up to 10, which then comes down to 1. So this is really the card of a beginning and an end. Only there is no beginning and an end. I feel that the connection that you have with this person, it's infinite. There is no beginning, there is no end. It's a continuous cycle over and over and over again. You'll likely have had very few lifetimes where you did not incarnate together and you did not meet each other, because the pull between the two of you is simply so strong that you cannot not find each other. You cannot not be pulled towards each other. It's like the universe was made to bring the two of you together like that. That is, wow, that's so deep. That's so poetical. I love it. I also see a lot of spirituality or religion in here. Not just the, let's say, the bigger religions that are out there at the moment, like Christianity, Buddhism, and Islam. Not just those things, but I also feel religions or spiritualities that are very ancient or that have died out or that not have just a very few followers. I feel like you're also very much connected to that. So the Kitsune, which is depicted on this card, is a part, well, from this deck. In this deck, they're connected to the Shinto religion, which is also a Japanese religion, which is also, well, it's only practiced in Japanese. I'm not really sure how many people still practice this religion, but it's also, compared to other big religions, it's a small one. So it's like that's an example of the kind of religion or spirituality that you're connected to. I feel like, yeah, your spiritual practices are very, very important for you guys, in a way that they become a part of your lifestyle and of who you are, in order to live a very balanced and a beautiful life, basically. So let's have a look at your tarot cards now. I'm very excited to see what else is going to come. So we've seen a bit about your bond with your person, but I would like to know, or I would like to ask for you, if who this person is, if you already met and such. So first off, we have the 8 of Swords. So it seems that someone is stuck, someone is imprisoned. It's more of like a mental prison though. And again, this has been a theme throughout this whole reading. But there is this someone here depicted by the 8 of Swords. It could be you, it could be a person, it could be both of you, that is imprisoned. The reason why they are imprisoned is because of their own thoughts. It's because they created it themselves. Like, I'm sorry to be so straightforward. Next card we have is the 9 of Wands. So, whoever it is, or maybe it's both of you, like I said before, they have created their own prison through their thoughts. They have created something in their reality that keeps them stuck, or they believe there is something that's holding themselves stuck, which is basically only an illusion, and they're not really seeing that there is a way out of the prison, or they don't want to see that there's a way out of the prison, because if they go out of that prison, they have to face the truth, they have to face the reality. And having such an incredibly strong bond with someone is, it's understandable why you would feel scared to face that, because it's incredibly deep. It's unlike anything you've experienced before. So if you have any fear related to facing this bond you have with this person, that is like totally understandable, and know that it's okay there might be just a few of you who experience this, but know that you're not alone, and know it's not a punishment. This person comes or has come into your life to help you and to assist you, to learn from you and you to learn from them and to heal. And it's such a deep purification process that happens because the two of you met. The two of you, it's like two magnets or something that are bouncing off of each other. So whether you know your person already or not, I do see that you're already triggered by them. Whether you met them in the physical reality or not, you've met each other in the soul world, so you've already triggered each other. You're already on this healing journey. You're already on this purification journey. And like I said before, it's not a punishment. This is for your best. This is for your own good. Like, the universe is, see it this way, like, you having this kind of bond with this person is very important. There's a lot of responsibility because you can achieve a lot of things with that bond. We will probably get into that later. But because it's so important, because it's such a huge responsibility, not everyone can or is allowed to experience such a bond with another person. But the universe believes that you are worthy of that you can carry that responsibility, and that you know how to handle this, that you know what to do, and that you will not break down because of the weight of that responsibility on your shoulders. Yes, it might be hard, but know this, that if you were not able to overcome your fears and all your challenges and to go through this healing process, then the universe would not have you do it. You are only doing this because the universe knows that you are capable of it. You have such extreme capabilities, such great capabilities that not everyone has, but you do, and you are able of handling this. You're able of working through it. And I see that you're tired, I see you're exhausted, I see you're worn out. You've probably been, you've struggled with a lot of things throughout your life, whether it's related to this person and this bond or not. It likely in the end is all related to them, but of course, in the beginning of your life, you probably don't know them, you don't know what the connection is all about, but you've been struggling your whole life towards that, whether you already have that person as a goal in mind or not. You've been working on that your whole life, or maybe it's just for the last couple of years or months, but still it has been difficult and has been hard on you. But we have the 9 of Wands here, and the 9 is at the end of the line. It's the last number, meaning you're at the end of the road. You're almost there. The 9 of Wands is saying you're almost there. If you will only turn around, you would see that it's already there, which is also linked to the 8 of Swords here. If you would only step outside of this prison that you've made for yourself, you would realize that all your fears were just illusions, and that there was nothing to be afraid of. There was nothing to be worried about. There was no reason to be scared that you might not be strong enough, or that you were too tired to continue on, or that you were not good enough to experience this connection that you have with this person. And the soul, the higher self of your person, is telling you that they want you. They want to get together with you. They want to get to know you. They want you to free yourself of your prison and of all the limitations that you put upon yourself for whatever reasons they may. This is a general reading, so I'm not going to get into that, but you probably know what I mean. We also have the 8 of Coins. So do you perhaps believe you need to have a certain level of success or a certain amount of wealth, of money, of a certain kind of job in order to be good enough for this person, or in order for that person to notice you. If that is a fear of you, that you might only be able to meet your person under certain conditions, that you have a certain job or you have a certain amount of money, know that that's also an illusion. Because success and money are all man-made things. Those are things that we made up. The universe did not make that. We as humans made them up, which means that success and money in the realm of energy, in the spirit realm, does actually not exist. And if something does not exist, it cannot hold you back. If you do not have enough money, or if you do have enough money, it really doesn't matter. Because the universe does not work with money. It does not work with success or with followers or with fame or achievements. The universe works with energy. So if you believe that you deserve this person and that you are able to have a relationship with your person and to make it successful, that is all the universe needs. The universe is not going to look if you have enough money or not, because again, it does not exist in the spirit realm. Those are all things we made up ourselves. It has no real value. So any fears related to that and any obstacles that you might have created for yourself, like maybe that's why the Eight of Swords is here, because you believe you need to have a certain career or a certain achievements, or you need to live in a certain place, or you need to have a certain amount of following, a certain type of friends. No, that's only what you create yourself. That's what us as humans, we think that's important. And of course it's important up until a certain level, but for the universe it's not important. The universe doesn't matter how many friends you have, or how much money, or how high up the academic ladder you are. The universe doesn't care about that, because it's all about energy. Pile number 3, excuse me. I was thinking 3, but I said 2, so I don't know what that was. And look at this next card we have here, the Strength card, which is also number 8. So we have 2 8s next to each other. 8 is about abundance. So you are already abundant in the strength you have. And look at this. At the back of the deck, we have the Emperor. The Emperor is sitting on his throne and does not care about what all the other people are worrying about. Like, what's the saying that a lion does not care about what the sheep is doing, or does not care about, yeah, something like that. You are the lion. You do not care about the opinions of sheep, or what they are doing, or what they want to achieve, what that is important to them. Here, we even have a lion on here. I didn't even realize that. You are the lion. Pile number 3. You are in charge of your own life. You have the power and the strength to build the reality that you want to see, and you do not need to let anything like accomplishments or money hold you back. You already have everything you need. You already have that power. I'm telling you, you have the power to believe in yourself. And if you believe in yourself, you can create what it is that you desire. And this is, by the way, also an 8. So I don't know why I didn't see that before. So we have 8, 8, 8. It's like all lining up. There is abundance. Like, you are already abundant. There is already abundance in your life. But it seems like you're looking in the wrong places with the 8 of Pentacles over here. You're looking at the things that other people find important. Like, what is that, pile number 3? What other people find important is not important for you necessarily. Again, sorry I'm being so straightforward, but this is really what is, it's clearly coming through, that you need to know this. Like, if other people find it important to have that certain job or have that certain success or certain fame. It doesn't mean that you also have to care about that. Ooh, look at that, the Tower card. So under the Eight of Swords, yeah, maybe this reading is very triggering for you, and maybe you are meant to hear this. So I am not going to apologize for sharing the truth with you. And you know, you can think whatever you think. You can agree with me or not. It really doesn't matter. I'm just the messenger here, and if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. But like I said before, the bond you have with your person, and automatically the journey that you were on, it's a lot of responsibility. And if you have a lot of responsibility, it first of all means that you are able to handle it, but it also means that it can become difficult at times because you have to handle all that responsibility and all that burden in some kind of way. But like I said before, you are able to. You're meant to be doing this. Yeah, with the Tower, there might be the Tower is falling. Certain belief systems might be falling apart. Relationships might be falling apart. Your whole life might feel like it's falling apart. But know that through your life falling apart, it's all falling into place. Look, we have the Page of Coins. So after all that turmoil of the Tower, after everything crumbling down, there is this one coin that she's holding is left, which is all you're going to need in order to continue and to grow. Because all that other stuff, all those other beliefs and opinions, all those other judgments and whatever fears, you did not really need them. They were only holding you back. And the Tower is symbolizing all those things falling away, and that in the end you only have what you really need. You only have what's really healthy and what's really meant for you. The next card we have is the Hanged Man. Things being put into perspective. We have it underneath the Eight of Pentacles. So truths are going to be revealed about people or situations that you find yourself in, especially related to things that you find important but are actually not that important for you. Like I said before, opinions of other people, or having a certain amount of success. You're going to be seeing things from a very different perspective. It's like literally it's almost as if you're literally going to be hanging like upside down, and you're going to have a different view at the world. You're going to take a step back, look at what it is that people are doing, and that you might or might not be okay with that, and you might or might not want to change that, because that is in the end all up to you. I'm also picking up that you might be upsetting people with this, or you're scared of upsetting people with this, and you know, that's just the way it is, pile number 3. You cannot please everyone, you cannot keep everyone happy, especially if it comes to choosing what's best for yourself and living in your own truth. That's not always what people want to see of you. What you want for yourself is not always what people want of you. What you think is the truth not everyone agrees with that, and that's totally okay, because that's our reality that provides us with duality. But just because someone disagrees with you doesn't mean that they are right. If you know you stand in your truth, if you know that you're following your heart, or you're following your intuition, that's basically almost the same thing, or it is the same thing, then you're doing what is right. And what other people think in the end doesn't really matter. It's sad, but it doesn't really matter. And as the last card, or last tarot card, we have the Four of Wands. So that's the card of union. That's what you're moving towards. I see a lot of turmoil. Again, at the back of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands. I see a lot of struggle, a lot of turmoil through this whole journey. Like I said before, it could be throughout your whole life, or maybe more in recent years, or the last couple of months. But at the end, you're going to find yourself in union with yourself. First of all, you're eventually finally going to find yourself in union with yourself, in balance with yourself. And because you and your person are going to be so connected, that is like immediately attracting your person into your life. There is a flower here, so someone could be coming in with flowers, a bouquet of flowers, or some other kind of gift. I do definitely feel that the two of you will immediately hit it off. It kind of depends if you know each other or not, of course, but let's say that I see that there will be some kind of meeting that's going to be very important. So if you don't know this person yet, if you haven't met them, then that is going to be the meeting that the two of you meet in the physical. If you are already in some kind of communication with this person yet, this is also going to be some kind of meeting that is going to have positive consequences for you, basically. So I see that happening, and you're going to be hitting it off. You're going to be a very good match to each other. Look at these two fairies, they're like the same. So I believe I already mentioned twin flames before in the beginning, so again, definitely twin flames. Otherwise, it's, you know, whatever it is you resonate with, or soulmates that are like very intertwined. Yeah, that's just you. The two of you are very intertwined. Like, there's no way that people could keep you apart. Not even like oceans or mountains or I don't know, other people indeed. So I'm going to end the tarot spread over here. I will still shuffle some more oracle cards. We did have a lot of... We talked a lot about you specifically, about your end of the connection, but it's likely that your person is struggling with these things as well if you are indeed twin flames. We didn't really have a look at your relationship yet, or how you're going to meet, how it's going to be, what exactly your love life is going to be like. But like, this whole spread was more important. It was important for you to hear this. There is a reason for that. So it could be that this is like your last push in the back that you need to move on to the next phase. And that you will be meeting your person soon, or that this is an energy that you've been stuck in for a time and your spirit guides just wanted to give you that push forward so you would get out of it. So that again kind of depends on your situation as well. But with the oracle cards, I want to get a little bit deeper into your love life during the next year. Okay, so we have two cards that flew out, so I'm going to take both of them. We first of all have Ask Your Angels. So I definitely feel, or I sense that you are very much connected to your angels. You are talking to them, whether you know it or not. You're talking to them through dreams, through meditations, perhaps even when you're thinking in your head, they're also listening in, or they're sharing thoughts with you. You're manifesting with them. They're helping you to manifest this person into your life. Also, I am mentioning angels. I'm using the term angels, but also spirit guides are involved here, or fitted to your belief system. And the other card we have is success. So there is going to be a lot of success because of your relationship with your person. You having a relationship with your person, no matter what level of commitment you are on, it's going to bring you a lot of success. It could be in different ways. It could be that your person is very successful and is going to help you, or it could be that your person has certain connections or certain knowledge that you need for yourself to be successful, or you're going to start off something together, like you're going to make each other successful, you're going to feel achieved and such. And it's very funny that that card comes out, because with the Eight of Pentacles before, we talked about success. It's literally what I mentioned: success, achievements, money, and such. And I said that it's not important, such things, because they don't exist in the realm, in the spirit realm. Now with this card, this type of success is a little bit different. Let me explain. Because the success that you're after here is based upon what other people want as well. It's based upon the society's point of view of what a successful person is, and that you need money in order to live a happy life and to buy all the things you need, and so on and so forth. This success, however, is based upon you doing what you love, you living in your own truth, and that is going to create abundance for you. So the reason for you having that success is going to be different. This kind of success you're chasing because that's what other people also do. This kind of success is naturally coming towards you because you're following your own heart and you're standing in your own truth. And like I said before, you're going to do something with your person that is going to give you that success. Let's have another card for pile number 3. We again have 2 cards that fell out. Why do we have so many 2s here? So we first of all have this card, Charity. Prayer and contemplation. Connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. So again, connect with heaven, ask your angels. You're very much connected to the spirit realm, astral realm, heaven, however you want to call it. Pile number 3. It's all just, different words for the same thing. Connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. I'm not sure if I talked about this in this reading before already, because like I said, all the 3 readings have like this same theme of you're able to create your reality in the way that you want. If in case, pile number 3, you are struggling with figuring out what the 8 of Swords is about or how you can let go, simply ask. Ask your angels, ask your spirit guides. Dear angels and spirit guides, please help me in finding out, and please give me clarity on what it is that I need to know. What are my fears related to? What is it that I am not seeing? Ask them to help you, because if you cannot see it yourself, you might need another perspective. And if you ask for that, for the perspective of your angels or spirit guides or whoever you connect to, they're going to give it to you. And look at this card. It literally says prayer and charity. Like, these angels, these spirit guides are here to help you, so do not feel like you're bothering them or that you're a burden to them. They're there to help you. Like, these, like, angels and spirit guides are not like some other humans who want something in return when they give you some kind of advice, you know. They're doing that out of love and because they want to help you. So remember that, pile number 3. And then we have Carnunos with life force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. So I don't know what's going on with you, pile number 3. Let me see where I can best place this. I guess here. This is your energy. This to me gives that feeling of divine masculine energy. So if you indeed resonate with the term twin flames, or you simply resonate with the dynamic of divine masculine and divine feminine, this card here represents the divine masculine, so it depends really on if that's you or your person. But the person who is in their divine masculine energy is they're very powerful in their sensuality. Their sacral chakra is very, very active, very powerful. If your person knows you, if you are connected in some way, they are definitely expressing their sensual and sexual feelings for you in some kind of way, because they also have you on their mind. It also feels like something very natural to them, though. So it's not that they feel tortured by these feelings that they have for you. It feels very natural to have that feeling for you. I'm not sure when I switched back to you, but I was still talking about this person who has this divine masculine energy, so it could also be that you are the divine masculine in this relationship, but I guess for most of you it's your other person. So just to kind of revise, the person who is in their masculine energy is the one who is expressing themselves like a lot through their like sexuality, basically, and through being sexual and sensual. The divine masculine, they love their divine feminine very, very much. They feel that their relationship is also very balanced, or let's say the bond between the two of you is very balanced. It's very natural. It comes very natural. They are not plaguing themselves by thoughts that they are not allowed to feel that way, or they're not allowed to do that. They enjoy it very much. They respect it. They accept it as well. So this is the person that's in their divine masculine energy. And to close this reading off, I'm going to shuffle one more card with a last message for you about your love life next year, or about your person. So let's see what else we have. What other messages do we still have for pile number 3? It's again 2 cards. Like, this is not a coincidence anymore. It's like it's 2, 2, 2 everywhere. It's like unbelievable. So I guess you're going to find this person pretty soon, pile number 3. It's I'm very excited for you. The first card we have is the Courageous Peony, multifaceted, a unique nature, let yourself be seen. And then we have the Void, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. So let's see. With the Void card, I'm picking up the same kind of energy as the Tower, as in that it feels like your life is falling apart. People are relationships are falling apart, people are leaving, maybe your job is not working out. Yes, indeed, things are not working out, and it ended up on the Hanged Man. It's also for a reason that this card is telling you to stop for this moment, to just hold on and to wait, because there is a reason why things are not completely working out the way that you would like to see them. It's because something is being prepared for you. I'm getting this image of, for example, if you have a rocket that's on this launch pad, that it first has to fire up the engines and prepare for launch, right? It first has to create that momentum that it can take off, and that is what the time that you are in now. You are getting ready for takeoff. You're like burning up those engines, but you're not allowed to go yet. You're not allowed to take off yet, and that is going to come. But for now, it's important for you to stop and to hold on for that right moment, because it's going to come. I'm also seeing the number 3. So 3 could be could be indication of a month, could be indication of a day, or maybe in 3 weeks, 3 months, or in March is the 3rd month of the year. So that could all be. March is also the time when, in the northern hemisphere at least, it's going to be springtime again, and we do have here the mentioning embrace winter. So that could literally mean you have to wait out the winter until March, until spring comes again. We also have a peony, like a flower here, which then blooms in spring. But it could also be figuratively that you just need to embrace the winter that you are going through right now, and then you can allow spring to come. You can allow for that takeoff of that rocket to happen that I was talking about before. Now, with the courageous, peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. This is who you are. You are multifaceted. You have a unique nature. It's likely you have many talents, you are good at a lot of things, or you just have a lot of interests, a lot of hobbies, you have a lot of knowledge, could be as well. You have a very unique view on beauty, or you just find beauty in the simplest of things, in the littlest of things. And the universe is asking you to invest in that more. Again, with the winter going to spring analogy that I mentioned before, it's better for you to focus on the spring than to focus on the winter. It's not going to bring you forward to focus on the fact that you are staying still and that you're in the winter, but you should focus on going to bloom and creating a new version of yourself, transforming and creating that new life of yourself. Because again, like I said before, it's going to happen, only you're now in the preparing phase. You are still creating that momentum before you are able to take off and to go ahead and, create what it is that you want in your reality. I also feel your person is going through the same thing. They are mainly focused on this energy, though, that they are focused on what it is that they can do and how they want to create their life with you in it. And they're not so much focused on the fact that they are not able to do anything. Maybe, just maybe, that's because they are the one who is going to reach out to you. So naturally, they have to take action, and that holding back phase is not there. And you are on the receiving end, and that is why you have to be in that embracing winter energy. So to go back to the divine masculine, divine feminine energy again, it still depends, of course, on your situation. But if you are, indeed, you, the listener, are the divine feminine, that resonates with this part of the story, that you are supposed to stop and wait, because you are going to receive the offer of the masculine, and the masculine is going to offer it to you, and that is why they don't have that type of energy. I hope I made myself clear. In the end, it doesn't really matter, because the most important message here for you is to focus on what you can do and not focus on the things that are not working out, basically, and it will happen in the way it's supposed to happen. And that's all you need to know, pal number 3. So that was your reading. I really hope you enjoyed it, pal number 3. I did enjoy reading for you guys and tapping into such a gorgeous and high vibrational energy. I also hope the reading resonated for you guys. I hope it wasn't too triggering, but again, like I said before, these messages had to come through, so they are important for you. Now, if you want to, you can leave a like, you can comment, and you can subscribe so we can see each other in future videos like these. Bye guys!